has actually reduced. So the bragging of Sremsai has come to nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because the charges have actually reduced.
Ebusha my mama akwaba eba Ghana Sem TV GH. Mesro like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification also so that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified. Enko accept no me. Ade ba ko ameme nem say hype. I war a law education ho Ghana ha enye easy. In fact, me a general art student. Me a general art anka. I just back one make sure pass one craft I make come law. Because apparently, no, when you hear how people talk, lawyers talk, and I'm a learned colleague, and I put it to you, and your highness, and Esquire. Now Brandon here very, very tight. At the end himself, be our lawyer, be out here, now dream dopa. Now so, yes, if you be a Salome or there be Salome, Obeka say, my quack yes, Salome, yes, Salome. You see, if you be a mensan womb, yes, if you be a mensan womb, mensanya woman to nukre. Because OPT say lawyer Martin Kpebu. In fact, I've heard a lot of things about Martin, Uncle Martin, and apparently, law profession, a veteran. I hear said there are a lot of cases. Martin, spearheady, our legal system. To say even the bail hours. And every offense is bailable. Martin say all those things, no. Martin Kpebu play role be woman. Now, a lawyer be of that repute. All of a sudden, out of a hatred, our NPP into there. I say, nothing. He's saying, no, if I come hatred, no, real. Hatred, real because somebody of the repute of lawyer Martin Kpebu, the way I've heard of his name, the way people have like they confirm when lawyers, cannot send Martin Kpebu, catching me now say the fact that attorney general why year public place prosecutions. Say Obabechi NPP 4 and NPP 4 no maybe scano and whatever. Or can you know after the Okodu court, you are withdrawing charges and filing new fresh charges. Oko filia sa buffer stock CEO Hassan. Na seminar make. Oko filia say or the federal particulars ebe count. Martin Kpebu so echo record so koka say the fact say attorney general no withdraw case no actually say wako onya new charges the charges no the court hope e be chin. That's what Martin Kpebu told us. After the charges no here ebusianfo when you look at the charge sheet the old one the new one I think we say difference womb. A difference that I want to say a difference I say an upgrade of the former case. So I say whether a downgrade of the former case to the extent say bail condition now on more seti 100 million no court no say there be now send for amudia buy them muji 100 million say and the bail condition no court need 40 million free man about 60 million. Martin Kpebu Otanya Martin, Owama NPP. Me there, I don't understand. I don't even know the genesis of Otanya Owama NPP. Me name there say ya promise will be bill. So be na promise say NPP ba your Supreme Court judge o menteme hu. You never get to understand why Martin as I send biara AFA NPP umbe pe Martin there obe hu boni wo. Say free senior esquire boni. Say free dialysis for a kidney patient, boni. The biara free NPP pe. Martin there, you stand against it. But you see, they say, sa oral cases falling apart. And I'm telling you, say, by the time government will realize, judgment debts are ebe slappy omono. Enye easy because you confirm what omo abuse omo human rights. Omo nyina omo di masem eboma na omo bebisa. How ukoya no saying? How are you going to respond to this? Let's go and listen to a brilliant analysis by Poladomo. I'll see in the next one. Don't go anywhere. Cheers. Ebusian for still epamucho mumboy na yen raise the face of our production through studio contributions, donations. No, number no was screen so wait me up boy Kitwa Bianswa, right? Kindly help us as we do it, and we'll be proud. We'll all be proud of how far we have come as a family. To
the case, but to no avail, as the court dismissed same on the objection of counsel for the accused person. Deputy Attorney General later claimed on Facebook that it was due to fresh evidence. Martin Kpebu, the NDC oral committee member, suggested this meant more loot. However, new charge sheet shows no substantive new charges. This is the case. The new charge sheet they brought, I'm going to show it to you in a minute. It shows that there's no substantive new charges. So after Justice Srimsai's bragging that he was going to bring new charges, he brought nothing. In fact, the sum of money against Hanan claimed by the state in the new charges has actually reduced. So the bragging of Srimsai has come to nothing, absolutely nothing, because the charges have actually reduced. If you were charging, let's just get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, comparison of the charge sheet. The old charge sheet had 78 million cedis involved with 24 counts and 5 accused persons, including Hanan's companies. The new charge sheet has 60 million cedis involved, 20 counts, and 2 accused persons. So 60 million is lower than 78 million. Actually, it's lower by 18 million. Only 2 new charges have been added, which is accounting for 734,000 cedis. They said he claims on rent something. Hanan's wife charges is 3.3 million cedis. Hanan's companies have been removed from the case. So viewers, this is where we are. After Srimsai bragging that he was going to bring some new charges, when the new charges came, they were actually lower. They're asking for less money from Hanan than they were asking the first time. It means they've gone to their books and they found out that there's a certain 18 million that they don't have the justification for. This was part of Dominic Ayini's press conference, which he called Rumble in the Jungle. This is the kind of state we have in Ghana, where the very distinguished office of the Attorney General is working like this. The very, very distinguished office of the Attorney General is now working like this. Press conference, Rumble in the Jungle. And a deputy comes and says that the charges are going to be removed so that we are fair and speedy. Then a certain Martin Kpebu at the back, running commentary without being a member of the community of reading men, says that the withdrawal of the charges means that there is more loot. And then the charges come and it is this. It is a reduced. Accused persons have been reduced. The quantum of money that the state is claiming has been reduced by 18 million. Questions ought to be asked of the diligence and the prudence of work that was done at the Attorney General's office before, for A, the press conference, and B, the filing of the first abortive charges. The court's observation. The judge noted reduction in the charges and accused persons and therefore reduced the bail from a threshold of 100 million to now 60 million. The judge, the presiding judge, has taken notice of the reduced charges and now says that the bail threshold that was set at 100 million for Hanan and his wife has now been reduced by 40 million to 60 million. That is the new charges, which is supposed to be fair and speedy. That's the new charges that was called a more loot. This is what is happening. Let me give you the final gist on the matter. Let me have the 2 attorney generals here, and then I can give viewers the final gist on this matter that is heading for the court. So this is Dominic Ayini and Justice Srimsai. So here is the rumor. The rumor is that there's a big rift beginning to emerge at the top floor of the Attorney General's office. Dominic Ayini, who is described by the source as very respectful to senior judges, apparently has had an encounter and engagement with some of the senior most retired Supreme Court judges who have asked him questions about some of the press conferences he's doing. Dominic Ayeni has told people in these conversations that it was Sremsai who was to review the things that Yoko was doing. And that once he reviewed it and he brought it to him, he, Dominic Ayeni, was confident that he could go with it. It's turning out that some of the things were not properly done. So he is having difficulties with his deputy that, look, you better do a better job with these documents Yoko bring. There's perception and there's legal proof. You can create a perception of corruption, but to prove corruption is an entirely different kettle of fish, especially in corruption cases, which is a criminal case, and therefore has a very high standard of proving beyond reasonable doubt. That's very crucial, very, very crucial. And so Ayeni is not quite happy with this. In fact, the rumor has it that in terms of Ayeni's mind, he thinks that the Hanan matter is a no-go area, just leave it. But the Justice Sremsai has to put his ego up. His ego is so big that he can't admit that, look, we did a bad job. He really can't admit it. But he's also been heard telling people that, why is Dominic blaming him for the press conferences? Did he hold a gun to his head to go and do the press conferences? And Dominic has heard of these things. Dominic Ayeni has heard that his deputy is saying that he didn't hold a gun to his head to go and do the press conferences. So he shouldn't blame him when he's talking to important judges, retired Supreme Court judges, about the thing that happened. So you see, Dominic Ayeni signed the first charge sheet. He didn't sign the second one. It's a Sremsai who signed it. We don't have to read anything into that. But based on what we are hearing from deep throats, we may have to read something into that. Yes, because Dominic Ayeni is there. He's in his office. He's still there.
And if you na Ibrahim Mahama de abura ne awudi sema wodi no ma unye wi ma dwa pade ma wo na so kotwa we ni kode 50 Ghana the mobia na de come na so oh boy my God, is that how we support people? Unya ni create opportunities, hospitals na egu mu ese no man ya ni si ase makotwa we ni kode amade ni tie ne yenti no mumfa come na simi so na me philanthropist na ne Dangote no so nka sen Dangote no mamo so nka sen Mr. Maestro Ghana de apia hu ani ukotu fu na chi na ka kire se ne nkwase aba okoto ye no eno na adan ni so fifa na nim na NPP ba wanya bibi aye me da se
apietu when it say or the binumu by right here or what kidney problem Ibrahim beka say waboa ne say oboa join number old school say Ibrahim Marabonte me kan say onye hwe man ne say ne omo mbehu ne mobo beboa no enti
settings nkwa e wo de dia beka settings
kwasi asemka na da bi o Mr. Maestro where we ye gold Mr. Maestro hwe daman tie nya sika ni bi o ye de gold me hwe ne sa hwe isan kofa yi a where we ye hwe black vote yi a where we ye etu onu nkwa na o ye sika ni o mayim na so we ye mprempran de we nyina na so o si mayimu fia bi 0.00.9% na media to tonu ra ye yi a na kamera si so enya kronfo na ya sa de no.
Exactly.
Daylight robbery. Amutu and Mahama ni nua etu ebotom na Ghana for bojo am so. Mr. Maestro mo bin kan bi.
But I say, that's it. Yes, baby, menyo tiemu pa. And that day, menyo tiemu pa. Yo, hey, akwesi I ready na number ya unko.
And why get all my men kasa.
Child, did be a manuna, ya open. It's our the workshop. It's
nice true.
I read ya.
Me you to know na me pesa me kan asem kakra bi di kire wo mo. John Mahama ya woti akonwa yi so niama wono a betena akonwa so from 2012 ebesi 2016 wotonton ye anka wo ho anka emabru na wo ho no benya adwuma aye nanso woton di ya wanfa bia mi adwuma bia ma obi anya bi no ena mpesa mbobo be mienu miensa bi so kire youth no. John Mahama, NDC government led by John Dramani Mahama sold off some state-owned companies. Number 1, Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, 2011, and Oton ya with this can one firm ye you may be far more minor. Sanko Oton no hunu nyansan would be said your mampeniku for be National Health Insurance. Na omo ko National Health Insurance Office no ho a enka youth no mu benya adwuma aye mo sora na mu di John Dramani Mahama echi otrofo kromfo no oton petroleum ni di free one first kana emi adwuma bi amagana. Number 2, oton Tama Oil Refinery wɔtɔn 2012 ɛno nso so ɔtɔn yɛ wɔamfa mmea adwuma bi amfa mu obiara sɛ wɔnyɛ bi wɔtɔn adwuma no di ɔmampani bie ɔmampani dada akofo bie capitation yima Ghana fo nya adwuma yɛ ɔsa ebiebie adwuma bebree ɔno de ɔbaeɛ no adwuma a ɔbɛtɔn yɛ no wɔamfa mmea adwuma bi a mamabunu sɛ munya adwuma mfanyɛ. Number 3, Ghana Airport Company Limited. Ano nso ɔtɔn. Wɔamfa mmea adwuma bi 2014 ɛna ɔtɔn saa company no. Sanka wɔ hɔ anka anya bi anka maburu mienu miensa ebenya adwuma ɛwɔ hɔ ayɛ. Ama yɛn nso yɛ ho ahenha yɛ na yɛhwɛ nkrɔfo wɔ Ghana no. Kɛ nso yɛ ho bɛhenha ama mo nso bosome so anka benya adwuma wɔ hɔ edidi ama mo nso mo ho atɔmo. John Mahama ton di wamfa anya hwe oton de hwe ne ba ne n'ani akakraka se patuo no ene nabusuafo mo no de hwe wo mo wamfa mie company se Ghana ni
akwesi atuku akwesi ahye be wo da sna bado rate ente wonka akwesi ente wonka o yente wonka na yenkɔye ho. Yeah.
Hello, me wa baby.
Okay, akwesi ankotiero.
Number 5. Number 4. Electricity Company of Ghana and also so John Mahama ton 2016 a obefre akonwa so. Na John Mahama ton di ye. Wan fa me adwuma bi a ma Ghana mabunu se munya adwuma mfa enye. Enso mo sore na mu di nachi, mo se NPP nye. Na do danko akufo ado 2016 obesi akonwa so obi adwuma obie free education ma Ghana maburu nya bi ye omampani kofo ko obie school feeding program de ma the whole schools in Ghana em obi anya adwuma ye ne NDC fo na eko ho office amfa so obi ani wo mo so mo ba mo ma ye adwuma bia Rollins so ba oton companies ma akoma 300 and something be de ni nyina ho beba ama mu atie John Mahama de ni menwie oton Volta River Authority VRA oton John Mahama ton ya no nso so wamfa mmea adwuma bi a ma obi aso onya bi nye eno nso woton no 2015 John Mahama ton no 2015 oton di scan wo di goni bottom wamfa anya nyansade bi ama Ghana maburu se munya adwuma nye anka mo so mo betimi aye ebi betimi aye adwuma wo ho e dia supporto ma mene papa nom no John Mahama ton ye wonde wa hu nyansa se ye bie company ye bie adwuma bi se Ghana babunu nya bi nye wanye yanko number 6 Ghana Port and Harbour Authority GPA John Mahama ton 2016 kronwa obefra bam bone a no wo ni tirima wo so wo di bone no de akono na Ghana for mo se wa ya ba bio agenkwa Yesu Kristo Junior Jesus obewuje ewiase nyina nkwanti mo asa akofa naba ene ne de wo ya mo no eye 2013 2014 wo be kono Adum Coastal Asafo Market ogu no o ma company no call from companies are ton fish ni ade wa Asafo Market nyina omo niama sai boka mo hu nyansa se sa nkwase se mo nyino de adi mo asa akofa John Mahama aba Yesu Kristo Junior Jesus ajankwa obewuji wiase nkwa uhwe nanim a eso wo sere Yesu wo so